Welcome in. Not much, Eric. Working on a new dragapult deck. This is the deck I've been working on. Welcome in, Power Mac. Yeah, it was I got the deck list off of Limitless TCG. It was a second place deck, so wanted to try make that one too. And I made it on TCG Live also, and I've had some good results with it. So probably here within the next couple weeks, I'm gonna go to a league challenge and test it out. I'm working on some other decks as well too, like a Hopsization EX deck. I also got this big binder right here with a special set in it that I'm trying to master. I am trying to master. I'll go ahead and let me get the deck scooted out of the way. Flip the camera around. We are trying to master 151 in Japanese. So we got front page, got the Bulbasaur. I don't have the Pokeball Hollow or Master Ball yet. I got Ivysaur. I have the standard and then the Pokeball Hollow. Venusaur EX. Charmander. I do have the regular and the Pokeball. Charmeleon. It's the regular one. I'm still trying to get the Charizard EX. Squirtle. I got the standard and then the Pokeball Hollow. Wartortle, which is the standard copy. And then Blastoise EX. Let's see, there's that page. Then we got Rattata, standard. Eradicate, non-hollow. Fearow, regular and Pokeball hollow. Spearow, regular and Pokeball. Ekans, regular. Arbok EX. Pikachu. Raichu. And we got Sandshrew. Regular and Pokeball. There's that page. that page. Let me try dimming the light down a bit. Or, yeah. There we go, that's better. Yeah, we got that whole page. Yeah, it's a pretty fun hobby to get into. I've been doing this since 2023. Became more of like a coping skill for me because I'm dealing with several health issues such as cervical spine issues and just had surgery for that last Monday. So if my voice sounds kind of shot, it's just because I worked around some vocal cords. And then I'm also dealing with stage 3 chronic kidney disease. So I traded a bunch of bulk for one of my graded cards to someone, and this had like a whole bunch of Japanese 151. And we got that page. I kind of messed up going across, but I still got this page. But I'll probably skip over the rest of these and get to probably the ones that everybody likes. The art pages. Appreciate it, Eric. I'm still in recovery mode from that surgery. Shoulder hurts every now and then my neck hurts from it because they went through the front of my neck to remove the lower C4, C5 disc. So it's still work in progress trying to get everything back on track. But I do have this is probably my favorite page. I got the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur art rares. And I got the Charmander, Charmeleon art rares, Squirtle and Wartortle art rare. Then we got Caterpie, Poliwhirl, Tangela. I just picked up Mr. Mime off of Whatnot for $3. And then we got Omanite and Snorlax. And the cool thing about this Snorlax card, it was the promo for the Elite Trainer box here in the States. And then some full arts, Arbok EX, Wigglytuff EX. Then I got Giovanni's Charisma full art, Bill's Transfer. And then the best one, probably in the top chase card, Charizard EX Special Illustration Rare. This one is about like $220 for the English, and this one's about $180 for the Japanese. So I got quite a bit more in the Japanese than I do with my English version. Yep, it is. I'm probably not going to plan on selling it because I got it off a rip and ship on Whatnot for about $6, and I was pretty excited for it. And the other thing I'm trying to get into, if I can get that away, also trying to get into Magic the Gathering. I play Magic the Gathering Arena, but I figured I want to try and get into the card game itself. Oh, I'd probably do that too. This is probably another one of my favorite Charizard cards. It's a promo from the Charizard EX Paldean Fates tin. So this is one of my favorites. But I know right now trying to find Pokemon cards out in the stores is kind of hard right now because you got everybody buying them off the shelves. So it's kind of hard to find anything. I also got off of Whatnot for about $7. One of my first slabs. It's not the greatest. It's a near mint 7 PSA Fire Energy from base set 2. And then I got in a trade from somebody to go with my Charmander collection. A CGC 9 Hidden Fates Charmeleon Shiny Vault. Picked it up in a trade. Yep, I actually do. I sometimes go to local tournaments. I play the card game, and then I also play Pokemon TCG Live, Pokemon Go. I have a Nintendo Switch, so I'll play Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Sword. I've already beaten Pokemon Violet, and I'm going through the DLC for it now, too. Trying to complete the entire Pokedex. And I'd recommend playing, if you ever get a Switch or if you have a Switch, I'd recommend playing Pokemon Violet. It's probably one of the most amazing Pokemon games. Yep. And then the card game itself is actually fairly straightforward. You basically have to have a 60 card deck and then have to have a certain number of Pokemon. And you and your opponent each get 6 prize cards. And you have to knock out your opponent's Pokemon and take your prize cards. Once you take all your prize cards, you win the game. Or if you knock out your opponent's Pokemon and they don't have a Pokemon for backup on the bench, the game ends. And each Pokemon will come with sometimes an ability. So, like, for example, Dracaloak has the Recon Directive. It says, once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, and put the other card on the bottom of your deck. And then Halucha from Scarlet Violet Base, which is this one, has the ability Flying Entry. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn, you may choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on each of them. So that basically means you put 10 damage on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Another one is Blood Moon Ursaluna. The ability is Season Skill. So it's kind of like the Radiant Charizard, but on this one, Blood Moon used by this Pokemon costs one colorless energy less, which colorless energy is basically any energy for each prize card your opponent has taken. Another one is Pheasantipity EX for Flip the Script. So once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out, you may draw 3 cards. Then Latias EX has Skyliner. Yeah, there's quite a bit of good stuff. But yeah, I'm also trying to get into Magic the Gathering also. I want to try something different too. I mean, Magic is just a little bit more complicated than Pokemon, but Pokemon is pretty fun to learn. Another one of my favorite promo cards is this Mimikyu. It's from the Paldean Fates Elite Trainer box. But if you're thinking about getting into Pokemon, I'd recommend getting, if you want to start doing something, I'd recommend getting an Elite Trainer box. They run about $50 at retail. You get 9 booster packs, 65 count card sleeves, a brick of energy cards. You'll get a promo card, damage counter dice, like burn and poison tokens. Sometimes you get lucky pulling good cards. Like I bought a single sleeve pack of Twilight Masquerade and pulled this Pinsir illustration rare, which it is a pretty good one. Yep. But I think I'm gonna hop off here just for a little bit. Gotta get something to eat. So I'll hop back on here probably later. So if you want to hop back in on the stream, I'll be on later. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe. I do try to upload as much as I can, but I will be back on later this evening. So you guys have a good one.